Anyways, we're gonna
One thing.
build this painter deck, which you did share with me. So, I'm still looking at this days. I want to get the days out of the deck.
Oh yeah, actually I wanted to do that as well.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to replace it with, and I wanted to have like a little bit more early game interaction. But my
Right.
problem was I didn't want to have more removal spells. I don't know
Uh,
what you could really play. You could also just play on a limited slot, honestly, maybe
like,
something that improves, or maybe there's something that you should main deck anyway. Maybe you could also play Retrofitter Foundry, but I think that's not the slot for it.
well, that's like another win con. Do we need another win con?
No, the deck doesn't really need that, I think. I mean, I very purposely didn't put that card into the deck, even though I was aware that I could do that. I mean, you could main deck the Ether Spellbomb, maybe, because
Yeah,
I
it's
had that in
like
the sideboard.
it's not great. I think it's okay. Oh, you have a
Eh,
Hydroblast. That's then
Yeah,
we have.
there's a Hydroblast main deck already.
Sometimes it's better play against like opposing
Yeah,
Ragavans. You Hydroblast it instead of Pyroblast, which
yeah, it's just a hedge towards that and Blood Moon main deck because we have Saga. Like, it's weird because this deck is kind of good and also bad against Blood Moon. Like, it's not bad against Blood Moon, really,
but Urza
but
Saga is
it's
bad
kind
versus Blood Moon.
of very bad.
We know that from Modern, where people play Blood Moon
Yeah,
for that reason.
yeah. The slot could also be a third force of negation, but I don't know if that's good in the current meta game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because like there are certain matchups where it'd be really good to have that. Obviously, like any combo deck, pretty much, except like elves.
You could also move a removal spell main deck like the Gut Shot or the second another Hydroblast and then have a sideboard slot. I don't know. Maybe that days is fine. The only reason I have it there is literally because I thought couldn't think of anything else, and I didn't want to put 20th land in my deck. But maybe it's just the 20th land.
Could play the
This deck
20th
doesn't.
land. I don't hate that because these are not like they are lands, but they're also like kind of not, right?
Yeah, the deck doesn't play badly with like many land drops because you have Expressive Iteration and because you have versus Saga, but it's also not a deck that really needs to play more than 5 or 4 lands out. I mean, Ether Spellbomb has some
Yeah, I
upsides.
think
Main
that
deck out against Merit Light, for example.
I think I'm gonna do that, but it's obviously close. Like then we have a
Yeah,
free sideboard spot. Free sideboard
or
spot.
maybe actually. Oh, the reason why it was days was because I wanted the blue card. Now I remember. But I guess we have
Oh,
Painter to paint the cards blue. Like it's still an a 19 blue card.
4, 5, 9, 9, 15 plus 4, right?
Yeah, it's 19. I don't know. If Urza Saga could fetch you Witching Well, I might have played that, but it can't.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's intentional on their part. Oh, second soul
Yeah,
guide. Do we need another win condition in the sideboard? The real
you
question.
could you could. So the one problem I had with or like the one thing that I thought about in deck building when I thought about exactly win conditions was I could play like a Retrofitter Foundry in the sideboard, for example, and stuff.
Right.
But why would I bring artifacts? Is the problem. Why would I bring extra artifact as a
Mhm.
win condition? So
Right.
one thing I thought about though was Murktide Region in the sideboard, but that has obviously the problem that everyone will bring penalties against you, so it will usually not survive. Um, I don't know. There are many options. You could also just play maybe some red creature, even though I don't know which one would be good for that.
So many good red creatures. Like, I think my suspicion is the best sideboard like swerve is like Murktide region, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about as well, but I don't know. You could sideboard the Murktide region. Yeah. You could also play Court of Cunning, honestly, because you have Grindstone already here. Like, I have milled out a Delver player in the league and 5 with this deck. I literally milled out a Delver player with Grindstone. I don't know how that happened. I just
Crazy.
by manually Grindstone. It's just because postboard you have so many removal spells. It can sometimes happen that that Grindstone becomes an actual clock. And I think maybe we just play this, see what happens with the Murktide region.
Right.
Fine.
We have to go do the thing where we get the cards. It won't take that long because card hoarder is pretty fast. Nice. Oh my god, this is so close to my limit. Guess how much?
Okay, wait, let me guess. 1.150 or 1.2?
You're so close.
Like,
It's 1157.88.
damn.
It's so
Okay.
crazy. I mean, it's the combination of this and that. Just a lot, you know.
Yeah, that's
That's
just playing all the new cards. Basically
well,
pay to win. We just put all the new cards in there.
yeah. We're pay to win here.
Oh yeah, Force of Negation. We could add the third Force of Negation. Just make it more expensive. Yeah.
Monkey tribal, monkey money tribal, monkey money. I don't know. I was confusing myself. There's some bad joke there.
Monkey. I don't know.
Remember when Gorilla Shaman was the best monkey? I do. That was like forever ago, but
Gorilla Shaman is still pretty good in Pauper.
you don't get to kill all of their artifact lands. You only get to kill the Seat of the Synods.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you still get to destroy some of their artifacts. Yeah. They all still play the Seed of the Synods, Great Furnace and stuff.
Right.
They still do that.
Well, of course, you have to play those because they're all untapped. Those are all ancient tombs, right?
Yeah,
So
those are
then the
ancient. The others
question
are
is,
the deck basically only plays tapped ancient tombs and ancient tombs and
well,
one basic or
yeah,
something.
but tapped ancient tombs are much worse than ancient tombs, and both are worse than just playing Chatterstorm in your deck.
That's true.
That's not gonna last long, I think. I'm not like
Oh,
pro ban.
actually, I think the Affinity deck also might not last long. But both decks might not last long, but we'll see. The one deck is definitely much better than the other, I think.
Yeah, it's the one that plays with a bunch of legacy legal cards. I guess both of them play with a
Yeah,
bunch of legacy legal cards.
yeah. So, well, there are cards that are legal in Legacy, but not in Modern. Those
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. Cabal Ritual, Dark Ritual, Invasion, Sacklands, Sandstone Needle, and Peat Bog.
Peatbug is like the best land in that deck.
Oh
It's
yeah,
really good.
you have Sign and Blood in your deck.
Mm.
Yield Sign and Blood. Anyways, we're waiting a second for the card hoarder to come in. Card hoarder order. So what else have you been playing in Legacy lately? Anything else nice besides Shock Blue
In
or Delver?
Legacy,
Obviously great.
I mostly play. Well, I guess I played red green. Well, I guess mono green prison splash red with Urza Saga, Grove to Bannerless, Karn, Ancient Steerings, Chalice and stuff.
Yeah, we don't.
There's also there was something else that I tried. I mostly played Modern still recently, but
Yep, rest in peace, Manescape Refractor.
yeah, that is
It-
certainly not as good as having versus Saga in your deck.
yeah, one
I
of
was
these.
thinking, honestly, one thing that you could do is play Manescape Refractor as a wish target for Karn, and then still, like, you can Manescape Refractor and, like, make constructs with it, because it also can copy Saga's ability. But at the same time, then you could also just do the Despin stage trick. I don't know.
Yeah, my guess is you don't actually want to do. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that one fired. All of them haven't been firing, but I don't need to do that anyways.
Oh, I really didn't expect that one to fire, but I also didn't want to play that one anyway.
All right, so we'll give this a go. I didn't do great with Death and Taxes last night, but we also lost a lot of game threes that were close, but then like things went slightly bad.
Versus Delver.
We didn't play against. No, we won our match. The only match we played against Blue Red Splash Green Delver.
Okay.
Are there D&T games that aren't close? Yes, there are.
There are definitely
Sometimes you
the ones where you
die
get.
horribly.
Sometimes you die on turn one.
Sometimes you mulligan
Okay.
this hand.
Yeah.
So close. If I had a red
Sadly.
source, I would snap keep it.
If
Whoa!
Saga could get you like something.
Huge raid from our buddy Jorbs, famed Slay the
Oh,
Spire
nice.
streamer, friend of mine. I guess he
Oh,
was up late, probably. So,
I
Steven.
just I just played that game actually.
Slay the Spire? Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to get really good at it, you can watch his stuff. Personally, I don't know enough about it to even. I mean, I like watching it, but I don't know any of the strategy or whatever. But
It's definitely fun, yeah. I'm just a more PvP player, so usually I don't
oh
play
right.
games like that. But if I ever play single player games, this is one of the games I would play.
So I think I want to bottom Aether Spellbomb here.
Yeah, I
Personally.
totally agree.
Wow.
I totally agree.
35-month
Or,
resub from Jorbs as well.
wow.
Steven, I hope you're surviving the heat wave. Or I hope it's
I
over,
would
actually.
catch with, I would not get Mountain, I would try Strand Vault here. Because
Yeah.
we have the second land. We don't really care about getting Wasteland turn one.
Yep.
We have Ragavan.
I mean, you can't wasteland into a Ragavan. That just doesn't work.
That's so much worse than Wastelanding into a Dover.
Great.
So insanely worse.
Yes, chat is in far only mode. That's kind of intentional.
Honestly, that's one thing I like about Ragavan. Oh, yeah.
I've had a bunch of bots show up and just spam garbage.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, so
Yeah, I
this is
think
Death
follower only
Shadow.
mode makes sense. It's obviously annoying, but I think Ragavan isn't good enough to justify
Yeah,
forcing
the,
here.
the other issue is if they just have days, you get obliterated, right?
Yeah, if they have days, you lose. If they have Snuff Out, you lose.
Yep.
If
There's
you hit nothing good, they just lose. You just make them lose to life for them, basically.
right.
I would brainstorm here, simply because we have two brainstorms, and I want to use the patch. Like, it's not a good brainstorm in any stand by any stretch. Okay, this is interesting. I would usually put away the bolt
Yeah,
here
I think
and something else. I don't know
probably
what
the
else.
brainstorm actually.
Yeah, I don't know how good Force of Will is. It's either brainstorm or Force of Will. Probably
Oh,
brainstorm.
we could ship the force actually.
The thing is, we might end up having to force a shot or something. So maybe the problem is we go down so many, so it's not looking good. But maybe we find iterations and stuff, and then
Right.
forcible is good to have. Brainstorm is definitely not that good here, so I would put that away and bolt. I don't think bolt does anything.
Yeah.
We can't realistically kill them with bolt,
I should probably
and
just
we can't
fetch another
realistically kill it.
Volk.
Yeah, yeah. I would just, yeah.
Well, so the problem is you're already weak to Wasteland. If you fetch basics, you basically means if your other non-basic gets Wastelanded, you're still in the same spot, basically. Doesn't really
Yes.
work out.
That obviously resolves, sadly. Obviously now Brainstorm would be better because they're not. Oh, they're taking it. Well,
Oh, interesting. That either means they play a Shadow at some point, or Gurmag Gengar, or they kill a Ragavan.
yeah, just kill Ragavan.
I was just thinking about this. There's so many bad cards we can hit from their deck. Like every Death Shadow's bad.
Yeah,
Probably just
I would
attack it anyways, though.
still attack
Yeah.
though because of the treasure, and we are kind of behind in cards, I think, or like we will be behind in cards because shadows are worth more than a card. So we might.
I don't want to cast that one.
Yes.
But also, that tells us a lot
Well,
about their deck.
now we ponder, I think.
Okay.
This is sort of good. I would probably put Power Blast in my hand and Iteration on top.
Okay, so Force on the
But
bottom.
yeah, I don't think you need Force here. And I would not cast Ponder, I would just pay Fetch Pass. Casting Crocs here could be fine, but it can also backfire really hard.
I don't want to do
Like,
it because I think it's going to end up being an issue.
yeah, I think so too. And that's really bad for a deck that has Grindstone sometimes. Well, I guess this version doesn't Grindstone naturally that often because you only have two. But
This is just a modern deck
the
going
modern
on.
deck, yeah, it
Okay,
is
that's the
Shadow.
issue.
Yeah, that's a problem, obviously. But as long as we survive at least like one attack or something, we would be fine. We definitely want to draw the iteration. Now I would fetch probably Islands, I don't know, and then cast Expressive Iteration.
I kind of think they don't
Not
have
like
Wasteland in their deck.
possible because they play Croaks as well. Yeah,
I think
I
I'm
would
just
get
gonna.
Island here. Oh, well, we have two more Volks, and maybe you can get Volk.
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to get Island is that if you hit a fetch land, that you still can fetch Volk. But
Oh, I
you
see.
already have the deck purposely has 4 Volks, so you can get another one here, I think.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I really don't think they have Wasteland in their deck as well. So
Yeah, I don't really care about the wasting part. I just was okay. I think we counter back because we won't win if this doesn't resolve. I feel like.
okay. Okay.
This is sort of
So
fine.
I put
Put
Blast in
Pyro
my
on top.
hand, bottom the island, and
Yeah,
play Saga.
I agree. Yeah. Um, Obviously they might have stuff like Timur Battle Rage or like I don't know whatever weird cards, but we can't really play around them. And as long as they don't have those, we can maybe trump block our way out or like kill them on a
Mhm.
crackback with constructs.
Right.
Like maybe Ragavan will be on chump block duty. I'm very tempted to counter that honestly. So the downside of countering this is obviously that if you draw a painter, you can't vindicate the shadow anymore. But at the same time, if you draw painter, you might just kill them with the grandstone, and we might have enough time. Also, I'm really scared of them like pondering into another shadow or something.
Shadow's big. It's like a 6/6 and just whoa.
They are
That's
so scared of Ragavan. Holy shit.
that's good for us. I think
Yeah, that's
this
very good
favors
for us.
us actually. I think.
Okay, so you definitely only want to ponder here because making a construct
Yep.
is definitely something. It's first and foremost, it's a trump blocker. Okay, that's interesting. I really don't know what to do with this, huh? So you don't want to get the Saga yet, but you might want to take those cards. Maybe you just put the Delta. Actually, so one of those cards is gonna be shuffled away anyway because of our Saga next turn, right?
Right.
So maybe I kind of feel like we might want to have Bolt now. So maybe you just draw the Bolt, put the Saga on top so that you have a replacement Saga for next turn, and just ignore the Delta so that we just
Right.
kind of cheese them in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think I
Just
agree
put
with
the Bolt
that.
in your hand.
Yep.
We don't really care if they thought use the Bolt here, like that's fine. But just to have it available in case something happens.
This is kind of an interesting scenario to be sure.
It's very
What?
what? Okay, they just
They just drew
don't
too
want
many
to play.
lands and they don't want to play anymore,
I
I
guess
guess.
they drew pretty poorly. Good that we countered their ponder, but they also just thought Modern Horizons 2 cards are too powerful or something.
All right.
I don't
Well,
know.
This comes
That card goes
in.
in. Yeah. Mind Harness. I'm not. Yeah, maybe actually. I also think you should bring in Murktide Regen.
Yep.
Yeah. And then there's considerations of either Red Blast or yeah, maybe one of the Relic or something. I really don't like Force of Negation in this matchup.
I also don't love Pirate Spellbomb. I don't think it actually
Yeah,
does anything.
yeah, it's not that good. Probably Soul Guide Lantern has to go as well. I think Relic is more likely to be useful. And then we could cut one card. Oh, the Hydroblast. Oh wait, actually they play red cards, right?
Yeah, we don't know how many, but they play some number for sure.
That's interesting. Maybe that changes stuff that I didn't think about yet. Oh, actually, Kroxa might mean that you want the Soul God Lantern.
I kind of want to shave on bolts for some, maybe like 1 or 2 bolts.
I think it's fine to shave even more, maybe. But yeah, like shave 2 and put in like another Hydro.
Yeah.
Oh, side out Lions and Diamond for sure. I forgot.
Oh, right.
Not,
But that's
a matchup without
okay.
skill, yeah. And well, you could have the Soul God Lantern for Kroxa here to like have another graveyard hit piece. You could also have. Do you think they play cool against Command? I guess Welding Jar is not good either way. Like sometimes Welding Jar could be good here, but not really.
I don't think Welding Jar. I'm not interested in that.
Maybe you want the old. No, they don't have that many topics. I think. Well, you have Painter and it's pitchable. Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think we probably just submit here.
Yep.
We might like side in the Soul Guide Lantern next game or something, but that's nothing. Like that's like it's not really predictable how much graveyard interaction graveyard stuff they have.
My guess is they have 1 to 2 Kroxa at most. Like, because from Shadow decks in Modern, it's so hard to fit all of them in. Alright, I'm just keeping.
Kind of good.
Yeah.
Because it has the one of explosives.
Also, I don't want a mulligan versus Thoughtseize deck, and they mulliganed, so. Board, right? It really does look like a Modern deck. Every single, except for the Force and the Ponder, right?
They also have the more modern arts, I guess. Well, not really. They have the postmodern they have the postmodern lands.
Yeah.
I guess.
Might mean Ragavan or some shit if they took that. Right. Probably should just Ponder.
I think you should, yeah.
Are we working on the theory they don't have Wasteland in their deck?
I mean, I don't think there's a huge downside in playing islands. So you have so many lands. I can't really like. There's very little scenarios where you want double red next time. Interesting. Maybe those cards are fine. Maybe not.
I think they
we have
are.
We have a removal spell for Shadow. The problem obviously here is that Relic gets blown up by explosives at some point, but I still think you might want to draw Relic and Pyroblast first, so that you have the option to play Relic.
Sure.
Yeah. Just yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put the Relic or the Blast
in
my hand.
I also don't know. I think it's probably Relic, but maybe not.
No. Does that make sense?
Annoying.
So the bottom card is Regent, right?
Yes.
So I think what I want to do is just brainstorm a land for it to be hit by that, right?
That makes sense, yeah.
I'd probably just brainstorm now, honestly.
You play land and then they could blast, yeah. I would brainstorm here. This makes me want to have all the Hydroblasts. Oh, we could risk stuff. Actually, no, I don't want to risk stuff.
Should I just put 2 lands back?
Yeah, but you could also ponder and hope to hit something that they can't exile, so that you have more cards in graveyard for the next turn.
I see. I think I can wait a turn on that. I think taking 2 once is fine.
Probably, yeah.
So I want to put the Strand on top to be exiled.
Yeah, you give them Strand, we pass. Depending on what happens, we might fetch away the Volk. They only have 3 cards. The discard spell.
That's
Ooh,
the punish.
we could have, yeah. I was thinking about that. There was other ways to play it as well. You could have put a card second on top here, like explosives or Murktide.
Right.
Obviously, they take Murktide origin here. Could have put that on third.
Hmm.
Well, it's not the worst, to be honest, we still we still have explosives and they are not super likely to have stifle or stuff like that. Yeah, this Ragavan makes me want to have like more goal spells post board or like for game 3 if there's a game 3. Definitely fetch away the Volk.
I was just
Don't need that
waiting
anymore.
to play around
Played another
stuff.
land here. And okay, this is also interesting. I'm more in the camp of playing honestly I would like fetch mountain and then play explosives off
Yeah.
island or something.
Because of a braid or a call against command or something.
Okay, command, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I would just do that. And pass. And then in combat we pop it, because they could have dash.
Monkey!
Oh, hi Dalibor. Nice to hear from you again. We definitely haven't seen each other in a long time.
Oh, they do have Wasteland. Okay. I guess we'll fetch around that next game, but this is fine.
Yeah, this is good for us.
Can't play this
Play
first.
Ragavan. Probably play the relic
Yep.
out there.
Because of blue card as well.
Yeah, I mean there's some scenarios where you wouldn't do that. They only have 2 cards. Because like they could like play a shadow and have these here, you know. But
We got their Thoughtseize out. Probably means they don't have Snapcaster in their deck if they're doing that.
I don't think you forced. I think you just let it die. It's fine. We have iteration in the deck. We have Urza Saga in the deck. We have enough win conditions.
And they're flooding out, it looks like.
And drawing a lot of lands. I think you might want to. You could also ponder here just to hit a land. No, I would pop relic here honestly, with blue. I think. Because them like resolving brainstorm or Murktide or whatever is just like we're so far ahead. It's fine if we just skip a turn if we don't draw a land. That's what I'm saying. And this is obviously very good. And now we're like rewarded for leaving the bread.
I would have left up blue, but I'm not sure. But
yeah, I just didn't want to cast Ponder there anyway after.
Okay, fair.
Basically my reason.
So I'm forcing basically any shadow.
They're just flooding so much.
Well, I mean, their deck probably plays one more land than ours, and 4 of our lands are actually win cons, so.
That's true.
Am I supposed to play this?
I don't think you want to,
Yeah.
actually. Just pass. Just make constructs.
And then tutor up Aether. Did I leave an Aether Spellbomb? I did. So I would tutor up Aether Spellbomb. Kind of think they should have just cast that. Honestly.
3/4? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't.
People don't cast this card enough.
True. Okay.
I think this is fine, and I just discard like Pyroblast probably.
Yeah, I think Pyroblast makes sense. Yeah.
If they escape it this turn, I'm probably supposed to force it pitching Ponder, right?
Yeah, for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a card! It's like Uro, except not.
They fetch. Yeah, they don't have a fifth card.
Wait, do I have Soul Guide still in my deck?
No. We
already used our relic, so this kind of. Probably just make another.
One.
Yep.
Then
I'm just getting Aether Spellbomb, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Grindstone doesn't do much.
Yep. I would play Saga here. I think.
Now any bolt's lethal. This was kind of a weird match. We didn't really do much, but their deck also didn't do very much.
I think they had bad draws, but
But they could have
also
also played a 3/4 these 2 turns, right?
that's true, yeah. But they also could have like I don't know what their good draws are. You know, like they could have like shadows. That's the only thing. But that the blue black deck can do that as well. They can have shadows, and they can have maybe they play expressive iteration too. It's also possible.
Well, that was a really easy match. Kind of surprising. I kind of think those matchups are not that good, but it kind of depends on their draw. I get Urza's Saga helps so much in those matchups, though, right? Dali says you never lose.
Uh, I definitely lose sometimes. But
Usually you lose, and it's because I look at your deck list and I'm like, dude, this deck is bad.
maybe
That's
sometimes I play bad decks. I don't know. I've been avoiding playing bad decks in the recent years, though.
yeah. Or a lot of your teammates yelled at you. Or I guess you wanted to play the Jeskai Turns deck for that one.
Dalibor is remembering. One time I played Infect at the tournament in Vienna, and I don't know why I had this idea that Infect would be a good time, like that would be a good time to play Infect. But it was really bad, and I'm not sure if I played bad or if the deck was just bad for that tournament. That was really funny because I bought the white rebound spell. I don't know what his name is. I think
Oh,
emerge.
Emerge Unscathed. Yep.
Yeah, it's the white rebound spell because I had white splash and I thought that would be a good idea against the decay decks and stuff. It's like just a terrible deck. I don't know. It was funny at
So,
least.
or opponent join in time? Opponent timed out on joining the queue. Badge. Anyways,
Yeah.
look at all these people you got. Although a bunch of them left because we're playing Magic and not Slay the Spire. But I do want to thank all of Jorps's viewers who stuck around. We're playing Magic the Gathering. A long time ago, Jorps and I used to talk about Magic, actually. A very long time ago. It's
Oh really?
just
Okay.
yeah. He loved Life from the Loam. That's his favorite card, Lifetime.
Well, I can see that. Life from the Loam is pretty
He
good.
also loved Pyromancer Ascension. So you can see what sort of personality you're getting into there.
I see. I definitely played my fair share. Pyromancer Ascension, Pyromancer Ascension in Modern, and also one time in Legacy. But that,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that also was a very bad deck. But
it hasn't aged well.
no, definitely not.
What is going on? Our opponent's just not joining again? Someone trying to win trade?
In Legacy, I don't
Yeah,
think. I
it's
think there
really
are too
hard.
many players in Legacy to win trades.
Well,
I have
there's
seen that in the standard leagues there are so few players on Magic Online that there's a lot of win trading going on right
right.
now. Where like everyone has like 8 trophies or something, and this is like basically all the same person or like all the same like friends or whatever. They're like doing that because nobody plays standard on Moto anymore.
Yeah, so I think you can just queue against yourself like 5 times and just have some one person go 5-0 with some 75
Yeah,
planes deck or whatever.
it's so dumb.
Oh,
Seems
nice.
fine.
Yep.
Ragavan definitely makes the opening hands better of the painted deck.
I mean,
That's
turn on
why.
Ragavan is just kind of degen, right? Because it forces the game into, well, you better remove this or have
I usually
Karakas.
don't like creatures that you have to kill when they are this cheap. I don't like that design. But in modern, I like Ragavan a little bit more because it forces interaction, and modern always has or had this problem where you know everyone's not
Chain
playing.
Lightning. Looks like we have
That
a burn
burn.
opponent.
That's funny.
Whatever,
Um,
that's fine. Do I just
Is
play
it
Ragavan
worth doing
Grindstone?
that? Yeah, I think it's worth. I think like they can't do anything anymore with the creatures if they do that. Like you will have Ragavan and Construct. So if they play an Eidolon here, we just stop playing spells, I think. Oh, that's good for us as well.
They suspended a Rift Bolt.
Okay. Yeah, then you just fetch Island Pass. I mean, it probably doesn't matter when you fetch. But
I think. Oh yeah, because you can always respond to press.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about this. They've spent 6 points of burn on 2 creatures that I don't really care about.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of interaction. That's good for us. I mean, they will die first, I think. I don't know what they're doing. But they probably don't have that many options. Yeah.
What do I
Let's
get?
I think Pirates Spellbomb because it deals 2 to their face. I know it sounds dumb, but I think that's what I would do. Just raise them. And also, if they play like any threat, you can kill it with it without having to cast a spell. Like if they play an Eidolon. I don't think it matters. I think we're very far ahead. I'm trying to think about scenarios where it could die. Because maybe we should not have played the Saga here or something for the 2 damage. But I think the scenarios where you die is basically only like mono bolts and fire blast or something.
The Rift Bolt suspended, so am I supposed to crack this? That's what I'm looking at. 8. Oh no, 8, 11.
If we find another red, wait, they might die to their sulfuric vortex.
Right.
Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
You can also brainstorm or ponder into a force, and that's probably good enough on average as well. Right?
Yeah, I think force wins as well.
How many 0-drop artifacts do I have? Lion's Eye Diamond only?
There's only Lion's Eye Diamond in this deck.
Okay.
Oh well, that's probably good enough. I would still ponder, I think, just to look for the red source. Maybe.
So
yeah,
10.
It's not lethal without the vortex, but I think it's worth taking the Ard Mesa. So just to like put them to 6, let them go to 4 with the vortex. Like obviously there could be a downside with like price of progress and stuff. But...
Well, they only have 1 card, right?
Yeah, I don't think they can kill us here. Exquisite Firecraft is
sorcery. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have also made a construct and stuff. There's many ways to find the lethal.
I guess I'll just see if they have anything.
They can't kill you here. If the Rift Board was not a Rift Board, like if it wasn't a suspend. Oh, actually no. Well, that doesn't matter. No,
there's one card that matters, and I'm not going to say it.
Is there?
Well, I guess the question is if you think they have sudden shock, are you supposed to force this Rift Bolt? I'm not going to, but
I would not force the Rift Board. You could die. Okay, I would force that.
Wow, we end up at 1. But they end up
it
at
was actually
1.
way closer than it looked like at the start.
So that force was a good draw.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
oh,
what
man.
else?
That was a close
I think we have a good sideboard for it because you have Hyperblast. You don't need Sogat Lantern, I think. I mean, you could leave it in for like Exquisite Firecraft or something. I don't think you want it. Yeah, you don't want the Spell Bomb. And then you start siding out like some Pyroblast. Like, I think Welding Jar is good. I don't know, maybe Mind Harness because you can pitch it. maybe you can steal the goblin. I don't know. Mantarn is pretty bad. It's probably better than Pyroblast. Could also bring the Staticaster as a pitch card, but it's probably worse than the Pyroblast because you can still use it to like destroy something. So yeah, I would do this, I think.
So far, both matches we've been in Urza Saga deck and not a Painter deck.
Yeah. There is a reason why this deck wins more now, I think.
Is it because this card's broken?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the gameplay is a little bit different compared to older painter lists, because usually you would like have to play out your grindstone quite often and then set up the turn where you do that.
Grindstone was like +2/+2 the entire game, right?
True. No, but like generally when you're combo killing, this deck usually
sure.
fetches Grindstone in the turn where you kill, so it doesn't cost you mana. Urza Saga is basically a land that gets you Grindstone. It's kind of insane.
I still haven't played with it in Vintage, but I've heard like
we could also honestly bring Abrade here, but I don't know if that's good enough.
I don't love it because it costs a lot of mana. That's the issue.
It could be better than like Pyroblast. Well, no, I think Pyroblast might be better. I don't know. It's hard to say. Abrade can kill like Lolon or stuff like that, but it's 2 mana. If you have a painter, the Pyroblast can still like do something.
Yeah, so in Vintage, just Saga's kind of busted in PO. I kind of think that deck is like really good because now Null Rod plan is you just you Null Rod me, I'll make a like 2/7/7s or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm not scared of Null Rod.
Well, Null Rod used to be a huge issue for PO. That's the problem, you know.
Oh, and yeah, sure,
Yeah.
that's true. In Vintage, it like in PO, it makes huge difference if you can have a win condition that is not counterable, doesn't fall to artifact 8 and stuff. Just in a land slot. Obviously, yeah, that's kind of good.
Welding Jar. I haven't played Welding Jar in quite a while.
It's also not that good, but
it's probably exactly fine, right?
The reason why I have it in this version is because I don't have Made of Summer anymore. I want to have a way to beat Abrupt Decay.
Oh, I see. Makes sense.
With the combo. Like there are like against Dark Depths, for example, you need to raise them.
Or sometimes. You can Aether Spellbomb them.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work.
Well, the other thing is you don't want to Aether Spellbomb them with a painter out because then Siduri Step works again.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that yet, but okay, we don't care about that. I would not play the Maze. I would play like any of the blue fetches. Probably Stalling Zarni.
Just think about if I have to bolt a creature, what land I want to get. If they play Eidolon, I kind of want to just get Mountain off this turn, but maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably just get Volcanic then, if you want to kill that.
I think I do.
I just wanted to play the blue fetch for the upside that we can fetch Island Brainstorm next turn before we play that. Yeah, now we Brainstorm, I think, because I mean, you could also just Ponder and Saga, maybe.
I think Ponder Saga makes more sense, actually, right?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, we can't Brainstorm in the next 2 turns then. Yeah, I think it's fine, probably. Maybe Ponder Saga is better. The shuffle, though, pretty sure.
Whoa, does that change anything?
Maybe. Well, we're at 16, they have 4 cards.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fetch Mountain off that and play Ragavan.
Yeah, I would play Ragavan. Because last game they also used bolts on it. If they don't do that here, we get a lot of mana. And if they do, it's good again. If you play Ragavan too late, they won't have the decision whether to bolt it or not.
Right. And the other issue is if I play Saga that turn, I'll basically never have a window to play this Ragavan in a relevant time.
That's fine, I think. I mean, it's 4, but it's Flame Rift. I don't know. Don't really want to counter Flame Rift.
Maybe I'll become the burn deck versus them and start hitting like.
Yeah, like just hit them. That's why we need to play Portent.
Portent.
find the burn spell.
Wait, have people played Portent with Ragavan? That's kind of like amusing, actually.
I've thought of it, but I think it's very close, but it's usually just too bad. Like one, you don't want to put Portent into your deck usually because of that. But maybe Mountain. Oh no. Okay. You might just want to play Saga here, but maybe not. Don't know what you like. The best card you can find with Brainstorm is Murktide Regent, and after that it's Hydroblast.
Hydroblast. It's really just Hydroblast, yeah.
And then so not that great to Brainstorm here anyway.
Oh, this card is just every time I keep playing with this card, I'm just like, this is giga broken.
I mean, it's a 3-4-1 in the land kind of. So I would attack first, then and see what happens. Because maybe they have something expensive, you don't know. Maybe they kill it, then we let it die. It's fine. They're thinking about killing, I think. I don't know. Okay, they decide not to. They have an instant for sure. Maybe 2. That's funny.
Do I skewer them?
Yeah, maybe just play island and skewer them. I think it's correct. You don't need to brainstorm this game, honestly. You can maybe just pitch it and just kill them with the construct and the parade spell.
Flames of the Blood Hand? I haven't seen that one in quite a while.
I haven't seen this in years. I haven't seen it in 4 years or 5 more. I don't know. That's funny. People used to play that in most burn decks, I think. Like very long time ago.
Yeah. Quiet. Am I getting firecrafted?
I hope not. Oh, they're dead, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they dead on board?
Yeah, this is weird because we have
3, 4, 6. It's 6,
7, 8, 9. Yeah.
It's even dead with pirates, but yeah, they don't even need to have the attacks. We can kill them with pirates spell as well.
Solves, I'll make this construct. Maybe they're planning on fire blasting one of my creatures, but that doesn't really work out very well.
Should have waited for end step because they didn't play land yet. Could have like land chain lightning or something. But yeah, they make a construct or maybe Villager. Yeah, they're dead, I think, unless they kill the construct.
They did char us, except they didn't take 2, so it wasn't char.
They're trying to. Yeah, they definitely forced that.
Well, Firestorm 1 got burnt out by us instead. Who was the burn deck? We were the burn deck all along.
It's a funny match.
I don't know, that looks like a very good...
Yeah.
It looks like a good matchup for us because of Urza Saga, mostly, I think.
I'm not sure if it's a good match. I think it's probably closer than the games look. They never had a creature. So,
well, they also have Flames of the Bloodhand in their deck, so... I would not advise putting that card into your Legacy deck, essentially. What do you think?
Sorry, which card?
Flames of the Bloodhand.
Oh, that one? Yeah, I would not put that into any deck right now.
I don't like Delver decks with Urza Saga, because I kind of think it's kind of awkward in those decks, actually.
I thought about doing that, so what you could do, like, if you play Saga instead of Wasteland, or in addition to Wasteland in the Delver decks, your control matchup gets better, like against Bound Uro decks, Miracles, and stuff. But you lose so much in the other matches with it, I think. Like, if you cut aggression and, like, wastelands for it, or it depends on how you build it. Also, your mana gets worse, so you have to put in more lands, or you have to cut the wastelands. And at the same time, like, imagine you play against, I don't know, Cloud Post or lands or any deck that, like, I don't know, any that. Imagine you play against Moonstompy. Saga is not good against Moonstompy.
Show the deck list. You can
Show
check
the
out the
deck
deck list on CBL as well, or I guess I'll show it as well. But I have an extension installed, so you can look at it. Someone help out Dalib to show where the extension is. Mod check.
Technically, I'm a mod, right?
Technically, but you're also in the call.
Hey, you can click on like if you go into the screen on the right, I think there's the cardboard live.
Yeah, there should be a cardboard live button, or I think you can just click on that and you can find the deck list in that URL. That URL. All right, so undefeated with Urza Saga so far. We've broken legacy again.
Just paint that once. Yeah.
Painter's always broken.
Kind of a disappointment. Or that could have been for Ragavan, for Saga.
Well, so close yet
yeah.
so far.
Unless you think that your opponent is Urza Schütz again, or if it's better.
Because it's easy to flood out on blasts, and once you play Urza Saga, you need to make room for artifacts.
I don't have that much room, or like,
Yeah.
I don't think there is enough room for playing blasts. I think you want to keep the mountain here. Put like a land on bottom. It's probably a land, yeah. Or you could also put Grindstone. No, I think it's a land. Maybe Grindstone actually.
Actually, I'm more on this board.
The thing with the Grindstone is you have it anyway in the Saga, but they could have a wasteland. But then again, you have more lands for the iteration. They might have Plow or not. I would still play Ragavan, I think.
I mean, yeah, you can come here not to play it right here. Oh, didn't get plowed, but it might. There's plenty of things I could have. Oh, okay. Well,
that's fine. So you go to combat, so that they Caracas it, and then you can either replay it on the Saga, or you can play around Waste. But it's fine if you get Wastelanded, honestly. I would just play it in the Saga. Like, if they Wasteland you here, it's okay. Because they didn't really do anything else with the 2 mana. So they would need to, like, they would have to draw something relevant here.
I wonder if this is a matchup where I'm supposed to, like, go aggressively for Painter Stone versus Maverick. It looks like Maverick.
Yeah, it's fine, though, if they waste here.
Oh, so it's depths, I guess? Probably.
Interesting that I think they drew the Reclaimer this time.
Yep. Now what?
I think you replay it and you play Delta. Probably.
Yeah, we're not really doing anything. This is kind of scary.
Yeah, now the Grindstone would be a little bit better. Because we do mono lands. Okay, that's good. They attack again. Replay the Ragavan. And then I think you play the Volcanic Islands, because you're gonna fetch onto it anyway. And now they get a land. let them fetch the lands first, I think. Because maybe they will mess up. Maybe they will get like
right.
Yeah, they don't expect it to die. Maybe.
Or maybe they don't expect it to die. That's why they got a Savannah. Well, that's like kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Wait,
now I just
now they're not depths?
They're either depths with 2 flagstones or it's the Titan deck.
Right.
There's a Titan deck. They have another one. Okay. That's kind of good. Well, I would still no. I would still fetch Island and play Iteration first.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to play Iteration this turn.
Well, so
like if you don't.
So I'm gonna answer Min's question. I don't think they're depths because I don't think it makes a lot of sense to go get a second Savannah there. Like they got Savannah flagstones. That if they're depths, I think one of. I mean, you have to get Savannah off the flagstone trigger, but I think you should get stage expecting your thing to die. But that's my personal opinion. I'm gonna put Painter into my hand, I think.
Yeah, you put Painter into hand and you want to play the Soul Guide, I think.
Yeah.
Get Painter, turn away Soul Guide. You fetch Island, I think, or maybe Volk. I don't know.
Probably just Volk, actually. Probably just target Wasteland because of Excavator.
And now you can technically bolt it. The problem will be if they have crop, they can like get a fetch, but that's fine.
I think I just attack.
You attack first, obviously. Yeah. But, yeah.
If they're cropping for a fetch, that's also pretty good for us. It also,
because then you just trade the crop and the land against the Saga land. It's fine. They're thinking about it. No, they just always bounce. Yeah, then, I mean, let it resolve probably. I don't know if there's a difference.
I'm gonna kill it.
Okay, so here comes the crop.
Okay, so it's Siduri's step. Although, like, really, I mean, I guess you could get a fetch, but that's like kind of unexciting.
What?
Oh, they're just gonna waste us, right?
Okay, now you cracked the lantern.
Oh, shoot.
That was very close, Jarvis.
I know, I thought I had to stop, but
just
then I realized...
trying to make it interesting. Just trying to make it interesting.
Do you think they missed that?
Yes.
Because I thought they were going to go get step, right?
Or maybe they were just fine with the 3. That's also possible.
God bless slow opponents, yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's... So, problem here could also be that they have like a plow, because they never had a reason to plow. But I'd probably still try it. You know, like, because
I could just play Servant Ragavan, say go, and see what they do, right?
They will bounce the Ragavan. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, you tap the island because you want to leave up mountain.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you could say go, but the problem I see is you probably can't kill the Reclaimer anymore because they will have Siduri step up and stuff. But maybe it's just fine to just wait, play for the combo.
Yeah, I also think maybe it's fine to just
protect the Painter with
exactly.
The
that's what I'm thinking.
The problem now you that's interesting. Do you counter or do you destroy the Reclaim? Because I'm not sure which one is better. Since the Reclaimer can get Wasteland for the Saga or their own Saga.
I'm gonna destroy the Reclaimer.
Yeah, I think the Painter is not that important. And I think the Saga might win anyway, because
Right.
if they are a really adept deck still, then we could have either Spellbomb, just in case.
It kind of feels like they're just Maverick that has a lot of Reclaimer elements, right?
I'm pretty sure they play Knight of the Reliquary for sure and stuff, but I can't really tell which version is like what exactly they play. It's definitely some. It's a Zenith. Well, how many Wastelands do they still have? Probably 3. That's
Two. We got 2 of them. That's good.
Oh, that's sort of good, yeah. So you play Fetch, you play Painter. You Fetch and then you play Painter.
They just
And
get
they have
another Volk.
I would get Volk here, yeah. Because they can't waste you more than 2 times. Which means they will have to waste the Saga and then Volk. So it doesn't really matter. Unless they have, land recursion.
Right.
Like run one up Excavator or low Crucible, whatever. But that's fine.
Wait, so they didn't. They just drew that plow, right?
Probably, yeah. Otherwise, they would have plowed the Painter to keep the Reclaimer.
Yep.
I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
This is very confusing so far. I think we might lose this night, though.
Yeah. Very possible. Very, very possible.
Shit. That's bad.
I shouldn't have said it. It happened again. Okay, now you brainstorm and hope to hit Painter, Grindstone or something. Land. Well. It's Ragavan, good.
I think I'm supposed to put these 2 back, but I'm probably just dead anyways, so.
I think you actually put back a land. 1, and you keep Force, I think. Because Force and Painter work together, and you can't fetch. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe no. I think you put a land. I don't know. It sounds weird, but I would do that. Because now you can still draw into like Painter and Blast, and then if you draw any bad card, you can pitch it. And you can maybe chump block. Something like that. But yeah, we were pretty dead, I think.
Did we mulligan this game? Why are we out of cards? We did mulligan this game.
We mulliganed once, I think.
Trying to figure it out.
And also we had to use the Soul Guide Lantern. Well, I guess it traded with a land still, but and they got lands of the Excavator. Interesting. Is it Zenith again? Okay.
They have 1 more waste in their deck, so they can knight up the last waste if they want to.
The second most handsome man on stream. You mean Jarvis and Jarvis?
No, they're referring to you.
Not me. But they were saying plural.
Guess I get the island, but I'm like I'm kind of in Jet Creek here. I'm done with this game.
Yep.
It's like impossible to win now.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, you can
it was kind of already hard to win from that point, you know.
Technically, if they don't have anything, you can like brainstorm to Painter Blast.
But I don't have a brainstorm.
Next turn, I mean, you can still jump left.
So how do you approach this matchup?
I think you definitely want to have as many answers for the reclaimer so as possible. So I would bring Rab Raid both, and they also have Urza Saga, I think. So, and then you could bring Relic, maybe explosives, maybe Welling Jar, but Welling Jar is not that good. Yeah, I don't want the blasts and the force negations. And I'm not sure if we need the Soul Guide Lantern, but maybe it's fine. Yeah, I mean, you could also leave like 1 or 2 blasts in the deck just to protect. The question is also if it is Hydro or the Pyro. Because Hydro you can pitch to force, but Pyro is better when you name blue with Painter so that you can pitch other. You know, like sometimes you name blue with the Painter and then you have Hydroblast, and the Hydroblast would be bad. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Welling Jar could be fine. I don't.
So I don't think Voting Jar is that good because I actually expect this opponent to have Collector Oof. By the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So then you probably keep this.
That's the other reason I like Cage, just as like getting to like shut off all of their Zeniths in a deck like this, I think is worth a bunch. Even though I don't like it a lot of the time versus out of other decks.
Yeah, I'm still the skinniest man alive. Why do I have 2 lanterns? Oh, it's just because. I mean, it could be a Tormod script. I just wanted 1 more graveyard hate, and I like the lantern more than Relic. Relic is only for Uro thing. I only like Relic against Uro. So I can get it with the Saga, the Relic. And I like Lantern more because it's faster against the fast graveyard decks. Like, I don't know, Upsar Spells, Dredge, Hogak,
So am I supposed to
stuff
play
like that.
this turn?
Yeah, I think so. If they wasted, I mean, the same sequence could happen as last game where they draw the Reclaimer the turn where they wasteland or something. That's good.
I'm
I
killing
think you
that.
abrade. I think you
Yep.
abrade it,
Getting
and
Mountain.
you get the mountain. I think they could have choke as well. Yeah, basically I only play the lanterns because I think it's like better than Tormod's Crew. Could be
Oh, I see.
wrong.
Okay, whatever.
That's fine. I mean that was predictable, but now they can wasteland. But maybe we should not have done that. Might be a misplay. I guess it's very suspicious when they pass with so I didn't really think about it to be honest. Yeah, it's fine.
Not
They're
playing
still
this
at 1 land.
turn.
No. You might even wait 2 turns, 1 or 2. Sometimes I wait 2 turns.
I've never actually looked at the art of this card until right now. They're like doing
I
some
really
performance
don't.
thing.
It's a guy dancing or
Alright,
doing
they do have depths. But we
per person.
oh man, staging art as a saga is kind of gas. What a world we live in where you can just stage your opponent's saga and just go off.
I think you play land and painter.
Okay.
And I don't know if you force a plow or not, but you definitely have the option now to like force pitch the delta.
Don't need more lands really. I think I'm going to play Iteration this turn most likely.
I usually like to wait until I have 1 mana and a land drop open with iteration. This is fine because you can just bolt it.
It's probably Reclaimer, right?
Yeah.
Should I just bolt it
Question
end
is,
step? Probably.
well, you could find a bolt in the iteration and then have another card that you want to have in your hand. Depends on what you think matters
I
more.
see. Yeah, actually, I think
I
that's.
don't really know what's better there. Okay, so whatever. Yeah, put spellbomb hands, play the bulk, kill the reclaimer. Yeah, now we had the downside because if we had one more mana up, we could save the painter with the spellbomb.
Should I even
But
play
I
this
think
out?
no, because
Right.
first and foremost you can pitch, and you can also like bluff that you have a blast. Like they will like maybe not play their best spell here, so they will like play a worse spell or something. Yeah, I think you force here because the land is not worth much.
Come on, Grindstone off the top, Jack. Grindstone off the top.
Would be pretty good. Ponder is also good. Oh yeah, I think you're fine with that. You could also destroy their land, but I think you just take the pyro, attack and pass.
Beatdowns. It's very slow beatdowns. We might also be able to
Oh
trick them into going for depths at some point. Then you get to like get all
yeah,
their stuff.
yeah. Knight, yeah, it's fine. I mean, you can counter or destroy it. I guess I would counter it because they could play land, crop rotation, whatever. But it's not very likely. They had 2 lands, right? Okay, because if they had only one
Yeah.
land, we might had to draw the board and kill the board. But they have the harbor. Okay, now you just. I mean, you could play the spell bump here. No, I don't think so. I think you pass again.
My top card's Arid Missa, right?
Yeah, you will fetch end that turn. I think.
I don't think I play it out. I think I just keep it.
Yeah, sadly we don't have the power blast
Anymore. I mean, you have to kill that knight, I think. The problem is that plan doesn't
Yeah,
really work out otherwise.
for sure, for sure. Yeah. I mean, they have the canopy though,
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
but you don't really want to force it. It's the problem.
I'm already exposed to Wasteland, I think. And this is.
I mean, the third basic could have that some stability. Whatever. I would ponder. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you even keep that.
I think I'm not supposed to. Like.
Yeah, maybe you just shuffle. It's
Not
okay
good
to
enough.
have this. Oh, that's much better. That's pretty good.
So I put the iteration into my hand and cast it, I'm pretty sure, right? Because we know we'll get a land off of it.
I would not, actually. I don't think it's good to get a land. I don't think you want to get a land. So, the reason why I would not do that is, basically what we're looking for is Grindstone, pitch cards.
Or Saga.
I mean, maybe you do it. It's awkward though, because you don't want to play the land. You want to have it as a pitch card. In my opinion, at least.
Well, so
Think
isn't what's
like
going to
what do you?
happen? You want to churn as many cards, right, as possible.
Yeah, but still, you want cards to pitch for Force of Will, and right now, I don't feel like we can pitch the Force of Will.
So do you want to just put the strand in your hand, then draw the iteration next turn?
Yeah, or like
Okay.
put Brainstorm into hand. Well, I guess I put Brainstorm into hand. Well, I guess no, you put the strand into your hand because you want to pitch the strand. I just don't want to play. Bye, Dirty Ball. And then you pass. And at least I think so.
Right.
And next turn, make
Maybe.
sure to play the iteration with the dual with mountain and walk,
Right.
and then because you want to have a basic land up to use the spell bomb. If you play, maybe we should have played the spell bomb this turn, but I kind of want them to like play Dark Depths here or something.
Maybe they'll just main phase it because of blasts, right?
Yeah, well, we would have needed to be tapped out for that. If we
Oh,
were
I
tapped
see.
out,
Right.
maybe the iteration play was good because of that. Because then you can like bait them into doing stupid. Okay, they don't have a land, so now you play. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do. Pirates bomb. So interesting. Don't feel like Ragavan does anything here, but maybe.
I think I put Brainstorm into my hand, bottom the Ragavan, exile Pirate.
Yeah, I think that's what you do. And now you have to play the lands anyway.
Yeah. Should I just Brainstorm first, actually?
Maybe.
Maybe
I don't know what to
not.
put.
Yeah.
I don't know what to put back. That's the problem. Yeah, I played with the island. I think it's fine.
Am I playing this land out?
I don't know. Maybe not actually. Maybe you just
Yeah,
keep
I
it.
don't think I do.
I think it's fine if you like leave
Oh,
up.
wait, hold on. One thing I could do is I could bolt plus
Oh, you
spell
have
bomb.
pyro. Oh, you have that.
So
Then I think you don't do it, but you play the land in case they do stuff, and then you can reevaluate instead. Why not tap island? Because our plan was to play the Aether Spell Bomb, and then you want to have the basic untapped and not the dual land. But we found Pirate Spell Bomb, so plans changed. Okay.
I kind of think I should kill this now, yeah.
We could throw everything at it. It kind of sucks though, because then our fetch. But yeah, you have to kill it. You have to kill it. I think you have to kill it because they don't have lands, basically. They got the flagstones. Also, I think I would have used the bolt first.
Right.
It's minor,
Yeah.
but because the pirate is in play,
Right.
that you can side through in case they already protected or whatever. Okay, this looks like okay. This is something I expected. Yeah, we probably have to force that. The problem here is though, yeah, we don't have many cards left. Yeah. Well, maybe we should have just not killed the Reclaimer. Just cost too many cards. That's sort of okay. I would brainstorm here because I don't think they have Wasteland. And if you hit Saga, it's pretty good. That's not great, but definitely want to play.
Maybe I want the cage, actually.
Yeah, but you definitely also want to fetch, I think.
Yeah, but so I can put both painters back and see if it
Yeah,
dies.
but yeah, I mean, you can do that. I mean, they will have a blow up, but yeah, I think you still do that. Yeah.
I mean, I could just redraw one of the painters, but I think that's kind of bad too. Like,
I think you only do that if they kill it main phase. Then you do like if they like main phase. Oh god. Goodness gracious.
I guess I have to redraw this painter now.
Probably
But
because
also
it makes
mostly dead now again.
Yeah, we just used too many cards. I should have thought about choke. Should have just let the Reclaimer live the thing. Let them have like one more.
I think if we let the Reclaimer live, we die slowly as well, though, right? That's the issue.
No, not necessarily.
Can I even draw painter now? Like it's.
I mean, you can draw painter and hope to top the Grindstone, but you can also fetch and draw iteration. Don't know. I mean, both are valid options. Maybe one thing you have to do is like leave a little bit more of Pyroblast effects in your deck. Like leave like okay, yeah,
So I guess I have to draw the other painter now too, right?
probably. Could fetch and hope to draw a Mind Harness.
I don't think Meinhardt is gonna win.
I also don't think it wins.
They just had so many spells, and we didn't have that much.
Yeah, that's why I was very fixated on not playing fetch lands out, so we can pitch without having card disadvantage, basically. Like, basically, quality. I think you have to draw the painter here because you can't beat this board anymore without the combo. And you might fetch for thin even or something. Maybe not.
No, I think I should because I think literally only the next turn matters because I'm at 15. They could just attack twice and I would be dead, right?
Yeah, there are like sequences of brainstorm into fetch into corner, but we don't have enough mana for that. Oh, what does Spellbomb have to do with basic lands? Did we explain that? So the thing is, if you want to leave up either Spellbomb to bounce their Martlage, like in case they play the Dark Death and pass, then you don't want to have like the bulk wastable. Like they could waste the bulk and then make it 2020, and I don't want that to happen.
How many brainstorms do I even have left? Three?
Three?
I'm probably not supposed to fetch then if I have 3 brainstorms left.
You just don't want that they don't want them to waste mana for your Ether Spellbomb. That's a good start. There is Grindstone. Yeah, I would put Mind Harness into hands and show them the Grindstone because you're gonna play it anyway. I mean, there's no real way to play around anything here, I think, so.
I'll just target them upkeep.
Yeah, I think upkeep is fine. Upkeep because then they have to play Endurance in their turn and can't attack with it.
Right.
Sort of interesting. Why are they doing that? Maybe you need to do it now so they
Wait,
can.
did they tap this to take a damage?
I think they're baiting us, but
why should I do it now?
Because they can't draw into plow maybe now. But I think that's a bait. Probably. I don't know. Like they could draw into some, but I'm pretty sure they have something. I don't know. My doorbell is ringing.
Okay. I mean, now I guess I see if they're dead. Okay, I mean, we could never beat that. It was just actually impossible. That's so unfortunate.
So what happened?
They had a Force of Vigor behind.
Another one.
Yo, their deck was super hateful.
Okay, maybe we just couldn't have won this one.
I mean, we could have played differently. Like, game 1, our draw was awkward, which was kind of unfortunate.
I think the takeaway is you need to leave. We need to leave in blasts.
Yeah.
That was what was very nice about the rock version of Painter with Blade of Summer, you could just counter all this nonsense with that and just don't go down cards. Just go down in cards, right? Arkham's Astrolabe would be really insane if Urza Saga.
Right.
Lots of Force of Vigorous. I mean, it's understandable that they have Force of Vigor. There's Urza Saga running around.
Okay. And
classic.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
So, actually, this might sound crazy. Do I just play Grindstone off Urza Saga?
So you can get the LED faster?
Yeah.
Maybe you do that, yeah. Depends on what they do, but yeah.
Right.
Because if they are a deck with Swords of Plowshares, you might not want to have the LED, because it discards your hand. But if they're a race matchup, definitely. Like a Chalice deck, yeah, I would play the Saga then. But like, I don't know, there's matchups definitely where I play the Saga. Probably not against Delver, maybe.
Well, we'll find out in a second. Our opponent's trying to decide if they want to mulligan or not.
Yeah, I think went to 6.
We're definitely keeping this one, though. I can take all these stupid stops off.
Okay, it's a tomb deck.
Oh, it's mud.
Okay.
So I think I let that.
I think you let it resolve.
Yeah, I think so too.
I was thinking because they could have Cavern of Souls into Metalworker. But...
So now I think I'm going with this plan.
Yeah, you're going for that now. I think that's correct.
We have a turn 3 kill lined up.
That they have hard time interacting. Ooh. Well, wait. Let's think about this. Do you really care? Painter still costs 2 later because it's an artifact.
Yeah, the issue is Metalworker.
The issue is like this hits you for time, and then if they have some sort of way to interact, it's bad to not counter. But you want to be able to counter. But I guess you have Pyroblast for that anyway. I don't know. This is close. There is a definitive answer to this. You don't really know. Let's say you let it resolve. You untap, you play land, you pass. They attack, good at 10. They play something you have to counter.
The issue is Forge Master or Metalworker are really punishing after this, but I guess...
No, you don't play the Painter next turn. You can still
force I see. Okay. Nope, then that makes sense. Yep.
It might have been correct to force it actually, but I'm not gonna say why, because that's what. Last time I said Ravenab Excavator, it literally went onto the screen next to it. I will not say anything. I'm not even thinking about it. Good. They can't have it. They don't have anything.
Well, they have something.
You don't really care.
That doesn't do anything, right? Oh, you know what?
I would force it. But
there's actually a few reasons to force it.
I would actually force of negation, pitch, iteration. Maybe. Yeah. But yeah.
The real issue is, what if there's an Eldrazi in their deck?
Yeah. That's one of the things. But there was another thing, but we dodged that already. Okay, yeah, now you go for it, basically. Yeah. Well, let's go for it, I guess. It's really bad to wait, I think.
Yes, no Eldrazi! Turn 3 kill! Urza Saga's kind of messed up.
I was thinking of why we had why we still had to force it, I think, was Wasteland. If they just play Wasteland after Fear.
Oh, yep, no,
I
then
think we had to force it. It was interesting though. Murktide seems good. Explosive seems good. I don't really know if the other cards do. Oh yeah, you want the. I don't know if they will have an Eldrazi push board, but you could bring in the Grey Fates or like one of them.
we already have
You
one
definitely.
though.
That's true, but I mean, I guess let's see what to sign first. I guess. Probably just blasts and leave like one Pyroblast in the deck. Oh, this might actually be a matchup where you force very early, so the Hydroblast might be better. Yeah, I think Hydroblast is better than Pyroblast, but it's very marginal. Yeah, I think I would just resubmit this. Not resubmit, submit this. Don't think you need any other card. Like, technically, you could have the second Soul Guide, like to draw it more often naturally, but I don't know what to cut really. Like, you could cut the Hydroblast, I guess, but it's not that great. And they might even not have an Eldrazi in their deck because they conceded in one.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Well, I
For
guess
example,
it's not that easy for Mud to play Eldrazi because they also want to play like Blightsteel Colossus and Metalworker and Forge Master, right? Like,
yeah, hello Romario. I would, if we were against 12 pros, I would definitely want to bring in all the graveyard haze.
so in this deck, Lion's Eye Diamond, you just use it to activate Grindstone, Zoo Nuki. Great question though. Like, obviously it's unintuitive. You can't really use Lion's Eye Diamond in many fairways. In fact, basically in no fairways. The primary ways to use it are Infernal Tutor, in response Crack LED. Draw Spell in response Crack LED obviously also works, but here it's mostly for Grindstone.
Yeah.
Do you keep?
I think yes, but it's
Alright.
obviously there's a. The thing is, we still beat Chalice with this hand if it's only Chalice. Okay. Think you might want to play Mountain Pass. It could also be the fetch land, honestly. Maybe it's the fetch land. Fetch land both have downsides and upsides, but maybe it's the fetch land. Okay, now the fetch land paid off. Now I can brainstorm. Kind of. That's so funny. I don't think you want to have the. Wait, oh, this is weird. This is really weird. Is there a way to like? Yeah, you put back LED and one random. Doesn't matter because you redraw it anyway.
Alright. I guess I'm just fetching next turn and saying go. Free ball. I think we're probably going to lose this one.
I mean, we could have played Saga here, so that you have Grindstone earlier.
I don't think it works out. I guess
Probably not.
we're probably going to just bolt that in our turn off of Urza. Oh, we can't. Fine.
There's no bolting.
Yep.
But they're attacking well. Okay, now you play Saga and play Pain. Oh, actually, you play Painter.
I think I have to, actually.
Yeah, you probably have to.
Because if I draw Grindstone or the other piece, it works out fine. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to use Lion's Eye Diamond.
I think we should have probably played Saga last turn and just ignored the Lance. But we might be dead anyway, right?
But they only revealed Grim Monolith, so I don't know what's going on.
Not that scary. Wait, that means they have. Oh. I'm expecting one. No, yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting.
I mean, we have that.
We made the correct play though, because. So if they go for Lavis. Well, this is good for us, I think. don't think you want to play Saga, you play one of the physics, and you attack the card, so it's on 5. So they can't really get anything skewed. Huh. We might actually win this if they don't have anything else. It's a very disappointing metal worker. I mean, if you finally get to do this shit, you'd be winning, I feel like, but just not helping. They're getting lattice, I think. Right? Oh, it's the sky. But we can force that. Oh, it's DK.
That's annoying. I guess I'm supposed to bolt that in response, probably.
No. I think you just let it go. I mean, they're gonna take force of will, right?
Yeah.
So they have to take force of will, or you force the skybow, and we have the painter still, which is not what they want. And now you could technically bolt a card, but you could also make a construct and bolt the next turn. But well, I think you might just want to bolt it, right? But what's the difference? Oh, the difference is that the next turn we can choose what to do. Yeah, I guess you bolt it. Because you're going to bolt it. The Trinity really makes everything awkward. Painter's dead. I mean, we can still win.
Didn't move it back?
That's a punt. We could kill it, but I don't want. Wait.
I can't play it out. Yeah.
We're literally 1 off. Well, I think you make a construct then. Or do you just kill the metal worker, maybe? That might be better. Because then they might not have enough mana to do any stupid shit. And then we just, well, do we win next
So
turn?
what am I getting off of this Saga?
Oh, the problem is, yeah, we don't have enough mana this turn. 5. God, stupid Trinity Sphere.
I think I am supposed to get LED, probably.
No.
I think I'm supposed to get Grindstone?
Maybe it's something else. Oh, this is hard. Sorry. Maybe you just actually make a construct. No, it's so good to kill the metal worker.
Well, no, so I think making a construct just dies the Skyboat. That doesn't really do very much.
Yeah, that's true, but the problem is we're gonna die. But yeah, I guess you get, or you could get their Spellbomb. No, I would get Grindstone. I would get Grindstone, and I would play Fire Spellbomb. Probably for the best. Yeah, I think that was fun. Yeah, I don't know.
So they can hypothetically hit us for 6 twice, unless if they have another creature, in which case I am probably dead. If they have another creature, I lose. Oh no, it has to be a creature that can crew that by itself.
Yeah, that's why Ether Spellbomb was interesting.
Well, that probably wins the game.
Okay, that makes it not winnable. I don't know how to get out of this thing.
Spent a lot of time thinking to just die, but I kind of think the way we played it was actually good.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Skyblood was really good there. Really hard to win against that. Maybe you want more blasts.
Is Ragavan actually good for some? Like,
I mean, on the play for sure. But maybe you side out like 1 or 2. I don't know.
I don't think I need this.
No, you probably side that out.
I'm looking at this. It actually doesn't look very good.
They probably have Chalice. It's just for Chalice, right?
Yeah.
It's like a 2-mana remove Chalice. That's all it is for. I think that's fine. Don't want any of the other cards. And you can shave a Ragavan for another blast or something.
Kind of like that, actually.
Don't you want the blue blast or the red ones?
Oh, right.
Because we have 6 forces, and we are very likely to picture blasts. I mean, it could go the other way, but
You're right. No, I think the blue blasts are better than the red ones for that reason.
because it is the most likely card to be pitched post board, I think. There is a Ragavan.
Perfect. Everything's perfect.
blast.
We have exactly one of these. If this was a second Ragavan, we'd be much unhappier.
If Hydroblast was Pyroblast, would also be much worse.
Yeah. This hand's really good, obviously. It's just a different looking hand than all of our other hands.
Yeah, the Painter draw aren't really that good against the card deck, but yeah. Saga usually beats those decks, but they are like a Lightning Greaves mud version. Classic.
Also, the mana from Ragavan's pretty good versus Trinisphere as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit them first to see if we hit. I don't know what we would want from them, but we cast that.
I'm thinking about this actually.
I don't know. Maybe it's good. It's probably good. It's not that good, but it's a free card. And, like, yeah, I think it's fine to cast.
I think the reason it's good is if their follow up is Trinisphere, that makes it a lot less effective to have that card in play.
Yeah. Also, if we draw Painter, we can cast it off the Green Monolith. But it's sort of pseudo ramp in a sense. What are they doing?
Do I care? Probably not.
The thing is, they have Cavern, but what uncounterable construct do we really care about? Maybe.
Well, it's Walking Ballista or Metalworker, right?
Yeah, but yeah, we don't care about Metalworker because then we can interact with the Greaves, but maybe it's the Ballista.
Should I force pitch Blunder then?
Nah. I'm not even sure if we want to force this. They could have Karn and then want to force the Karn.
Right.
The thing is, they could have a key here, but
I'll just let it go then.
I'm not super scared of it. They're tapping it anyway. Do we care about that?
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think so too. We also get treasures every turn. So let's just hit their Karn here. Attack them, hit their Karn.
Oh, that would be so good.
That would just win the game, I think.
I think they'd be dead, probably.
Do they play Kuldota Forge Master? I think so. They're a Lightning Greaves word. Is this good enough to cast him? I'm really unsure about casting the rest of the Foundry here. Could be fine. It's like not spending mana in a great way, though.
I think I would just want to play Iteration or Brainstorm.
Brainstorm off Treasure and 2 lands.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or I could just play a land and say go. I don't think playing this does very much.
Yeah, I would play land and pass. I think that's the best thing to do. And then end step you can still brainstorm. Yeah, I think they play Kuldota Forge Master, but we didn't see it yet. I'm pretty sure they played.
Pretty sure they play it because they have Lightning Greaves in their deck.
This is the one thing that it would have been scary. Cavern of Souls, obviously, but I think that would be fine as well. If they play that, we can still force the Lightning Greaves. We can still find interaction. Like before the Trinisphere, we had enough ways to get them out. Also, if we find Painter here, we probably win, because we just destroy land or something. But it depends. But
Stefan wants only one thing, to vindicate his opponent's
And it's
lands.
disgusting.
To be fair, I only wanted one thing, to vindicate my opponent's lands when we played the reanimator deck in Modern.
You only want one thing, and it's put all the opponent's opponents into the graveyard.
The Tabernacle Pendraveil is good at doing that, though.
It's basically reverse Dredge. Dredge puts their deck into the graveyard, and then they get everything into the graveyard. But Lance puts everything the opponent has into the graveyard. So they're tanking on sacking Crystal Vein here, probably, or something.
Metalworker is a construct, right?
Yes. It's Metalworker, it's Kudo the Forge Master, it's Walking Ballista.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Wormcoil Engine is not a construct, even though it sounds like it, because
it's a worm, I'm pretty sure.
But it's a worm. Yeah, it's a worm.
It's a worm spurgle machine.
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't know. I've seen a few of those. I usually lose to Wormcoil no matter what deck I'm playing in Modern. Although, not anymore.
You like to play red decks.
Well, Jund in general lost to Wormcoil every time, no matter what. Like, it was just impossible.
Yeah. That's true.
I guess
don't know
when
how Jund ever beat the core.
I guess when I played Amulet Bloom, I didn't really care if they played a Wormcoil. It was just like a joke.
I think Amulet probably was good against. Come on. That is the Metalworker. Okay, that's fine. Then you just end step Brainstorm. You can also respond.
Yeah, responding doesn't really change.
Okay.
Okay, is that good?
Not really, but sort of. I don't think you want LED. It doesn't really do much. And then one of the
Probably Brainstorm can go, right?
One of the cantrips has to go. Yeah, I think it's probably Brainstorm. Yeah. I think Iteration is better. Yeah, then you untap, fetch, get whatever land, probably walk. And I think you might want to attack first, honestly, because, well, if they trade, it's fine. And they won't trade. And if you hit Karn, they lose. And then you don't have to spend mana on them finding an answer.
Right.
Which is a good. If they trade here, I think it's good. Okay, they let it go. We get a treasure back.
Oh, the Bandit Lord. I see.
They're going fast. Okay, this means you play Saga. You probably play Thunder. Just to find an answer for the worker. Or it's well.
It works. I have to tap my Monolith for it, but it works.
Yeah, I think you want to put Iteration into your hand. I don't know if you want to second it.
It's Ponder, right?
Oh yeah, it's not an Iteration. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Then I think the way you want to stack it is probably the right way. Yeah, you do that. Obviously now we don't have force, so they can't really resolve anything. Oh no, don't treasure. Or are you playing around Karn here?
No.
I mean, you could say you're playing around.
No, but that doesn't make any sense because they have 3-ball, right?
Yeah.
That was just a mistake. Whoops.
If we get to connect one more time, it might matter though, because now you can't make a construct and leave up Boris Golem. So that's Lodestone Golem, which is fine. Oh, that's not a golem. That's scary, sort of. But we couldn't have countered that anyway. Well. So.
God, sacking the treasure might lose me the game, actually.
Possibly. Thinking of what they can get with the Forge Master.
White Steel Colossus. Can't do much, though.
I'm thinking of whether to ponder or not. Iteration. Because if you hit a land, hitting a land would be pretty good for next turn.
I think I'm supposed to Iteration then off of Saga Island. I don't think Construct's going to do very much.
But like, what are the other lands going to do? There's a 3-ball. You can leave Saga untapped just for the option to make a construct, right? Like there's no difference.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I hadn't sacked that treasure.
Well, it's fine now. We get Force of Will. The only thing that treasure sack will result in is that we have to sack it. I think it's fine, but yeah. And then I'm very curious as to what they will get with the Forge Master.
Seems like we're probably dead though.
Yeah.
They might needle my
Possible.
Saga, but I'm gonna let it go.
I just get
Wait.
key.
Oh, they got key, right? Confused for a sec.
Yeah, what you really want to draw here is Painter's Servant. Okay, to have that. Okay. They're not activating?
Well, you can activate at
Or,
instant speed, right? Like,
yeah, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
am I supposed to activate the Urza Saga?
Yeah, the question is if we are behind enough to have, like that we have to draw.
Actually, I do,
Yes,
because
sure.
they just make Blight Seal unblockable next turn, right?
We have Ether Spellbound, maybe. So maybe you want to make a construct, because then you just make construct, and Ether Spellbound, whatever they
Okay,
get.
yeah. I think I'm going to do that then, yeah.
Land is also a good draw. Yeah. Get the Spellbomb as an insurance. We'll play land pass again. Yeah, I'm very curious as to how they play. I don't think there's many artifacts that do anything. I know one artifact that does something here, but they probably don't have it.
Are you thinking Possessed Portal?
Oh, that one too. I wasn't thinking of that.
I was thinking about it. I kind of
They
wish I
could
wasn't thinking
also.
about it, but.
No, I don't think they have that. So they didn't activate. Well,
Right.
everything goes as planned. I wish we could draw like a painter or an appraise. Okay, another construct creature.
Looks like. Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
I thought it was gonna be a walking ballista.
Yeah. Maybe they don't play it in this version, although that would be kind of wild to me.
Maybe they just play the same deck from years ago. Put Saga into it. It's also fine. They also can't really attack, so
Do I know my top card? No, because I
no.
just Urza Saga popped, yeah.
Okay, I think you're supposed to ponder here, probably. I mean, you could, yeah, I think it's ponder. There's a painter. Or the bolt. I don't know which one is better. You definitely want the land, that's for sure. That's the card we exile. Okay, you took the bolt.
No, it's
Yeah.
you said Ponder, so I cast Ponder. Was I supposed to cast
Oh, it's
Iteration?
no. For some time, for some reason, I always think it's iteration, regardless of which character it's casting. It's like always iteration in my head. I casted Cartoon Mouse in many formats.
Bert Black, that might be a static photo of him from some MKM tournament forever ago. But who can say for real? Oh. No one really knows if Stefan really exists or not.
It's just a fake photo. It's Photoshop.
It's photoshopped. MKM used it. You're a marketing scam. This is such a weird game.
I don't know what's going on anymore. They're like making mana for nothing. Blah blah blah. Tap my tombs, make more for it. We're at the forge here, I think. This is the forge.
My top card? Painter Serpent?
I think you stacked it correctly. I was just talking confused shit. So I think you might want to play the painter here. Yeah.
I'm naming red.
Red, yeah, exactly. Now we are sort of stabilized.
What happens if I attack with these?
I would not, but because they can block and then sack still.
Sure.
I would do next. I would do it next turn maybe.
And
Next turn you could next turn you have blast and bounce up, and you could just jump.
Right.
They could also draw the bolt then in that phase. Okay, there is no artifact that gives Shroud at the instant speed, right?
I mean, they're going to Manifold Key it, then I'm going to Aether Spellbomb it back to their hand.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, there's no way for them to like cheese us or anything, right? Don't think we care. Don't think we can afford to counter this at all anyway.
So I just have to Spellbomb it regardless.
Yeah, now you just spellbomb it. Fine. Is it a construct? The Blightsteel? What's the creature type?
Pretty sure it's Phyrexian Golem. Yep.
Oh, they have golem, but they don't have enough mana.
But they're also at 6.
They're just sacking it again.
They're going to retutor it, which is the actual issue.
I see. Okay. It's sort of fine still. So, okay, one option is we fetch so that we just pop the Grindstone. Is that what you want to do?
I think I'm supposed to just fetch twice and, like, because I don't even really have time to cantrip, right?
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
So, Sten, welcome back. Sub.
Bolt again. Okay, we might survive the infect turn. So if this iteration finds the second bolt.
Well, no, because if we let them untap, we have to kill this main phase, right?
Oh, you have to. Yeah, but you can still. So yeah, I think you're right. You have to hide. Well, they will just get another manifold key, right?
Do they have 2?
I mean, they probably have to. Wait, I guess you're right. There's no other way we can play.
I guess I can play the iteration first.
Yeah, but maybe leaving a bolt does something. Maybe having force does something. You don't know yet, and you can end-step bolts. Like maybe like the iteration isn't that important. Honestly, you're probably right on this one. Also, if they sack everything here, we can just connect. Wait. Oh, it's so close. Maybe we can. If they sack too many creatures here, but they can't really afford to.
They'll sack the 3-ball, I think, probably.
If they do that, that would be so good for us. Okay, they sack the 3-ball. Which means, well, actually no, they still have the freaking loads and golems. Never mind. Well, I thought it would make a difference.
Oh, they do play 2. That's sad. So now I have to play this. Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, I think no, we might just be dead. I think what happens is you go to combat, and now we figure out how they will block because they have to block constructs or they're dead. So both constructs go in.
But don't they just block one with that?
Yeah, but so the thing is, if Ragavan attacks 2, and they blight seal on construct, loadstone on construct. If they for some reason, the reason is they have to tap. Well, oh no, they don't have to tap 2. This is just a cap. I don't know. Well, I don't know. They're probably just winning this. Maybe Painter goes in as well.
Whatever. I'm gonna see if they block this.
Yeah.
The problem is this is basically forced. Right. I guess we're dead, right?
Probably, yeah. Maybe Painter couldn't go in. Or was we just this? Yeah, there was no way. Because even if Painter goes in, they could misplay, but they would never do that. Yeah, no, we're done. They like if Painter goes in, they go to 3. They go to
Wait,
they go to 1 less, but then they don't have to activate.
Did we lose because we didn't force the 3-ball?
Sort of, yeah.
Maybe we probably should have forced it. It ended up poorly, but I'm not even sure it was wrong at the time.
I don't know, yeah. It's possible that we should have forced it. What are you looking at? Our opponent was a person that is trying to play Vintage in a format of show. No, they were just playing Mud, which is a very old deck that used to be good in very short periods of time and not really all generally. But
yeah, I put my head on the desk because that was kind of frustrating, but you know that happens sometimes. All right, let's open a chest for Sten 626. 16 months. That's so many months of hitting that sub button.
it's very long, yeah.
All right, tell me something about Descend Upon the Sinful.
Wait,
Do you remember this card?
yeah. When I saw this card, I thought of what's the card called? Final Judgment.
Yep, it's Final Judgment.
And I was like, oh, this is just better Final Judgment. Wait, this card is really boring. Oh, this card is probably broken and limited. And that
It was kind of broken, but nowadays, if you compare it to other standard cards, it's not really broken enough. So
yeah, not really anymore. Some people played this in Commander when there was still not many, like when most rafts are really bad.
well, some people
There was
played
a time
it.
where every cube had routes.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
People don't have that anymore in cubes, I think.
So interesting enough, a lot of people played Descend Upon the Sinful in Standard and bant Aetherworks Marvel instead of Teamer. Like, because you could like cast it, it would be a sweeper, and it would also kill your opponent's Ulmogs, chemicals and shit. So it's a really powerful card to marvel into in certain board states, you know? That's my Descend Upon the Sinful story. Delirium is kind of a weird one for that one, but
yeah, it was just to have Delirium on a white card in the set, I guess. They just wanted to have something. Oh, I just realized, they didn't activate the key the first time they attacked, right?
well, we spellbombed, right?
Yeah, but maybe we should have waited until they like you could have blocked and just let them have
I see.
the.
Okay.
Then so they have to activate, and so they might have to pay with 2, and so we might be able to kill them at some point. It was a very complicated game to play. A game against Mother thing, mostly because of 3-ball, but if you're limited to 1 spell a turn or 2, everything gets much more complicated. Or much easier. It depends on the game, I guess.
Wish we had hit a Karn off Ragavan. That would have made the game really easy. Anyways, if you don't want to be like Sten, you could always hit that follow button or use the Twitch Prime sub. Remember, don't let Jeff Bezos keep all of the money. Use that Twitch Prime sub. That's my rant about Twitch Prime subs.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos has too much money.
I always used my Twitch Prime sub when I had one. And I had it once, I think, or twice.
Yeah, but I think
it's years ago. It's very long time ago.
A long time ago.
It was because that was the tryout time or whatever. I don't know.
Right. No, I haven't yet. I've been really busy. Yeah, you can get that sweet emote if you sub, like Sten does.
Oh, we got an opponent.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Remember, like, a bunch of our opponents just, like, left the queue and, like, weird shit was happening? I don't know. I can't even explain it.
Great hands.
Though, to be fair, the last match our hand looked like this, and we like lost that game kind of easily.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. They also Cavern of Souls was involved, and we had a lot of forces. Yeah, I mean, if we force that, brings your. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if there was a way to win the game. Maybe there was.
Anyways, I'm getting Mountain and playing Ragavan probably, right?
Yeah. I think you get Mountain here. Well, no, actually, maybe you get Bull. So that Saga survives the Wasteland or something.
But
Also,
we don't.
it represents days. But I don't know, maybe not.
This is not Delver, we're Painter. I think
Yeah,
I'm
we're
supposed to
playing.
get Mountain, actually.
Yeah, you can get Mountain. I'm not sure which ones, but
Another Ancient Tomb deck, huh? So it's actually debatable if I care about this, right?
yeah, I'm not sure.
I think I don't, actually, right?
I think you're much more scared of Blood Moon, but I guess we have treasures. So.
Ah, the classic. It's City of Traders, so no info.
I just play Saga. I think just make constructs, kill them with constructs, force whatever matters. Probably win.
Looks like Delver.
Grindstone
Oh,
Delver.
that's kind of a bummer.
That's fine.
I guess we got our 2 damage in.
Yeah, and forget the treasure. Oh, that's really good. That might lock up the game. Like we don't see it yet, but the constructs will be 4/4 soon.
I'm probably getting Aether Spellbomb.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think so.
definitely getting Aether Spellbomb now. Although I'll
Eldrazi.
probably just force whatever this is, right?
Yeah, I think you forced that one. Pitching Ponder, obviously. Yeah, and then we get the Spellbomb. And take it down to 10. Accept Tomb again, then we force, and we have lethal. Yeah. I think it's working out for us, probably.
Modern Classic Aether Spellbomb. I really like this card, even though I
Yeah,
don't think it's very. It's like not powerful. It's just like good. No.
I mean, the whole Spellbomb pass cycle is not powerful, but the old one. But they're all like,
No, Eldrazi Tron tricks again. I think I just let this go.
you
Probably.
let this go and just attack into it, and they just
Yeah.
jump. So they didn't use Tomb because they knew they would be dead. I don't think you cast Iteration. I think you just attack for 8, I mean. And then you just pass, leave up force.
Reality
We don't care.
Smasher. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
don't
a good
care.
spell target. Tomb is literally dead now because now they need 2 blockers. Is there a reason to ever force this? They didn't have Cavern, they play a land already.
If they have Ensnaring Bridge in their main deck, I should not force this. But it's pretty unlikely. But I'm still not going to force it just in case.
Yeah, I think you let it resolve because you still have lethal in that case. Okay. Yeah, I might have to force that now, but that's awkward. But they can't cast another Eldrazi really. Or can they? Well, I guess they can use Tomb now.
It kind of feels like they don't have another one because they didn't play 2 Reshapers last turn, right? So what happened was they flipped Smasher, and Reshaper's probably their draw step, and their other cards are
Yeah,
probably
that's
just like
true.
Chalices, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
I was trying to replay the game. This is like something that's really useful to do and think about in those spots. Basically led me to believe that it was hard for them to have anything right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Want this for Chalice, obviously. Go.
Can it? They might have like a random shuffle of Eldrazi. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't think they generally do. Plus, we can beat them with constructs anyways, so like, who cares, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure about blasts and force engagements. Both are fine. Not great.
This is particularly bad versus Chalice, too, though, is the actual issue.
Yeah, I would just shave 3 power blasts and swap 1 power for a Hydro. I mean, you could also bring Mind's Harness, I guess.
I
Just steal another draw, yeah.
don't. Well, actually, maybe that's good, but the problem is it is a 1-drop as well, right?
Yeah. But instead of the second Hydro Blast.
Wait, how about
so
Pirate's Spellbomb?
it's probably good enough.
Really? What does it kill?
Kills Matter Reshaper. I mean, you get it off Saga. It's like flexibility, right?
Okay, fair enough. I was just thinking
Yeah.
about that one because I think that one's like the one that looks maybe a little bit suspect, you know?
It's not good, but what else is better? Like, do you really want another Hydro Blast? I don't think so. You need some amount of artifacts for your constructs so they get bigger.
So, Sten, to answer your question, LED is just a Saga target to turbo kill with Painter Grindstone. If you
This
need
hand
to.
is almost excellent.
I'm gonna keep anyways, but obviously there are issues. I mean, would you mulligan this hand? I don't think you can, right?
No, never. It would be much better on the play.
If this is a Chalice, oh,
Do you care?
no, I
It's
don't
the
think I care
same
about that.
situation
Yeah.
again. Yeah, I think you care. I think you played Scalding Turn probably. Yeah. And we might just wait for turn 3 to play Painter. It depends. The Painter makes their temple not be an Ancient Tomb anymore. Oh, it also shuts off that.
No, this card's insane for some. Remember, this is like that's the joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this card is really good. I think you might just want to play the Painter. They could have dismembered the. Would they have dismembered? They saw Ragavan on it. Or didn't? No, they didn't. Right?
Well, doesn't Dismember also cost 2 mana?
Oh, they can't cast Dismember. You're right. Yeah, I think you play Painter. Yeah, true. They can't have Afugin for Dismember, obviously. That makes sense.
I didn't consult you on this, but I was going to play the Saga there.
Yeah, no, that's right, I think. I think you name red, even though we can't pitch lands now, but I think the Vindicate effect might be pretty good.
They're looking at their Eldrazi. Oh, so they have
Has
the
anyone
Dismember.
made a Stifle Knot versus Saga deck yet?
Yeah, I think I saw one.
There are many versions of it, actually, I think, already. There are different versions of that deck.
Is my opponent trying to play Thought Knots here through Painter? Oh, there's a...
Boring. But that's fine, they can't really cast anything.
Oh, they have the Dismember. Sag.
They literally have the Dismember. Yeah, maybe we should have waited. Okay, well, now we make sure to fetch main phase so they can't waste us in response to the fetch. Yeah, maybe we should have just waited a turn, but it was so good in case they had Karen. If they had Karen, then the Painter would have been insane. Okay, now you just have to make a construct.
Kind of feel fine about their spot still. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. Okay, maybe it's not so great.
Got worse now, but yeah.
I think they should take Brainstorm, probably.
Depends on what their hand is, but yeah.
I mean, our hand's pretty bad, and I think that's the reason to take Brainstorm, yeah.
I mean, if they have something that they want to resolve next turn, they could take Force. But yeah, Brainstorm would make it easier for us.
Okay. I probably should just Ponder instead of casting Ragavan, because Ragavan doesn't do much.
I agree. I kind of want to hit another Saga. Ether, Spell, and Bolt.
Those are actually pretty good. I want to put the Spell Bomb in my hand, and the Bolt underneath
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's both pretty good. They're both good cards.
I might end up
next
trumping with this turn, honestly, but we'll see what happens.
It depends on, like, yeah, if they pump the Mimic, you're definitely jump blocking.
I think I should just force it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the Bolt is not that important. I mean, now you can't force the Thought yet, though. Oh, that's fine, I guess.
You know about the Ragavan. Coward! What a coward!
They probably also just don't want to trade.
Probably just play all my stuff out and say go.
Right? Yeah, just do that. Yeah. Do you go to 4 here?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, the issue is, if I spellbomb it and I draw a good card off of it, it will just get taken. Whereas if you wait and take the damage, then you're in a much better spot if you draw a good card, right?
Yeah, I think so.
There's also the other issue is if they don't even have another 4-drop to cast, then it's like kind of awful to just give them the option to recast it.
It would be. I agree.
Yeah, they didn't have another 4-drop to cast, I guess, so thing kind of works out. Hmm. Am I supposed to leave the mountain up?
No, I think it's fine if you have to duel on tap too, right? Or not? Ooh.
So I guess I put.
Well, they will exile one of them anyway. So put, like, I think you put the Bolt in your hand because the spellbomb can be searched with the thing. The spellbomb goes back into the deck, I think. And then you just bet Bolt. You don't play around anything. You just bolt that thing and get the Ragavan trigger.
Yep.
Has to be, right?
Agreed.
Because you're gonna bolt the Mimic anyway. I don't care about that.
I kind of wish they had drawn it, honestly.
Yeah, they would have.
But
I hope their hand is like mono uncastable artifacts or something. Yeah, so they PKS again, which is fine. Saga is a way to get back into the game, or like we're not that far out of the game.
am I double blocking if they attack?
Yeah,
Probably,
I was
yeah.
thinking about that. I think you should do that. It gives you too much breathing room to not do it.
Oh, they might not even. Yeah, I'm not even sure that's
Yeah.
right if they have no follow up, right? Ooh.
Painter is very, very, very good here.
Can you tell me
Of
why?
course,
Is our
so many
deck built around killing with Painter Servant?
Oh, I just meant because of the tempo and the
Yeah, but also the other thing.
but also the other thing. Yeah, you name red here. Could even attack with the constructs here. That's probably greedy.
It's risky. What if they have Spirit Guide Dismember, right? Like
Yeah, then we might lose. Or then we have to jump with the Ragavan.
exactly.
So,
There's no reason like because you're checkmated next turn, the damage doesn't actually matter, I think.
yeah, and if they dismember the painter as well. So they're probably just checkmate themselves. Like they can get out of this.
People love to do this shit, and it's like, all right,
It's
we
not
got
that great. It's good against combo, but
I
not
mean,
against
we're
us.
the problem is we're not a pure combo deck, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's good if your opponent literally only tries to kill you by putting stuff on the stack and resolving that.
I
Like,
think they had a message.
I just
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means.
maybe
Very good game, I guess.
it was very good. I don't know.
It kind of was. Like we were close to dead, and then like stuff happened. Oh, all right, 3-2, not great. I don't know. This match was kind of disappointing. This match was super disappointing because I think we probably messed it up in game 3.
Yeah, maybe we could have been 4-1. I don't think the green-white method was winnable. I think they just had too many Force of Vigors. Just way too much of that shit. Yeah, I like the deck still. The main reason to play this, obviously, over any other deck, from a competitive standpoint, and not for the memes, is if you play against Bant, it's better than Delver by a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Like by a
Right.
lot, by a lot. Even though they have endurance, they still have to like cast it in their upkeep and shit, or they have to pitch shit in their upkeep, and it's like really bad for them. And you can just grindstone again, or like
Mm-hmm.
you don't even need the grindstone. It's just the pressure that they have to leave up removal, and then you just. It's basically Splinter Twin, but instead of flashing in creatures, you're flashing. Like I guess you're activating Urza Saga, which is essentially flashing in creatures.
So
And you flash in constructs, and yeah.
Dalibor says, while they were away, you lost. We lost. Okay, I guess that's how it is.
Yeah, that always works like that.
Uh, uh,
I need Dalibor to watch all my tournaments.
how many do you think they've watched? How many matches of yours have they watched in their life, do you think?
I don't know. Probably a lot. I don't know what a lot is. I've watched him a lot as well.
Oh, I see.
At least when we still played in or in also in Slovakia at the shop.
Right. Oh man. Thinking about this deck. Urza Saga is just it's so good. It's kind of
Yeah,
ridiculous.
this might also not be the best saga deck or whatever, but this is definitely. I just was trying to find something that can play Ragavan, Saga, and Expressive Iteration basically in the same deck. You could also build a Chalice deck with Iteration because those decks usually lack like manipulation, like card selection. Iteration is a card you can cast in a Chalice deck. You also pitch it to Chromox for 2 colors. I don't know. There are so many decks that you can build with Urza Saga because the card is so good, and because it's just a land.
Right. I remember it was the DJIZIMA had like Twin Stompy with Izzet Charm and Chromox. Or
Yeah, you
same
could build
but
something like that. But better.
Izzet Charm's not a good card. Like I think people would
Not
win
really.
more if they just stopped playing that card in basically any deck ever.
Yeah, I don't know. The one great thing I saw in the term was someone was that's years ago as well. Someone was playing Splinter Twin against Living End in Modern
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago at the
Oh,
shop.
yeah, I see what's gonna
Yeah,
happen. Yeah.
yeah, they living ended, and the opponent like they living ended some not lethal threats. Oh, I think they main phased the living end, the cascade spell because
Mm-hmm.
the opponent was like in 2 mana, and they felt like yeah I can resolve it. And then the other player was obviously casting is a charm. The living end player wanted to put the living end into the graveyard, and he was like, no, I'm looting. And then they just looted Kiki Jiki and this UXR
Yeah,
or custom
I, I knew where the story was going based
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
quite obvious.
Yeah.
But
It reminds me of GP Detroit. I was playing fun games with Steve Rubin beforehand, and he was playing Livy End. I was just playing White Whale Eldrazi, so I took the draw and just started discarding creatures. Just as a
oh,
troll. Honestly, if I was paired versus him in that GP, I probably would have done the exact same thing. The trick is you like discard like 3 creatures, then you start casting their stuff. Because then like they have to beat you both ways, right? They have to like beat your graveyard and your board. And that's not that easy
yeah,
for them.
that's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like Underworld Cookbook owns Living End in current modern. It's kind of funny.
yeah, I know. I'm aware of that.
I think I played against that deck as like blue red, the Jerry food deck that I tried for like 1 week, and sorry, I would never try it again. But the cookbook aspect of it, it just felt like a joke. If you just drew 1 or 2 cookbooks, they could just never beat you. Because like
Yeah, it's really
Asmoran
hard.
also just cleans up all of their stuff. So if you have one in both zones, how do they win? Like
Yeah, if you have the Asmo in play,
you can also
you
have it
can
kill
also,
itself, which happens
yeah,
a
you can
lot.
kill itself and then just get it back after a living end.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Asmoran. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. It's so.
Has
I
anyone ever pronounced it on a stream or like no? Everyone is like a coward. No, nobody's really doing it.
Everyone's a coward. Yeah.